So, how can you end suffering and be more consistent with yourself, especially when life keeps giving you more challenges? In this video, I want to share with you 2 simple tips to end suffering forever, and as well as some wisdom tips so you can get more out of life. Hakuna Matata, my friend. Hakuna Matata, you too, in case you insulting me. It's called Batia here with Black Carrefour to share with you wisdom, strategy on life to tackle anxiety, depression, fear, and generalized anxiety disorder. With tips, how to, and many more videos. So if you are here new, please consider subscribing. Just hit the subscribe button. It's Tamabuta here, yeah? How? End suffering? Forever? I'm interested. Keep going. So the last few years, I have learned so much. But the most important learning for me is that we all suffer no matter what. No one can avoid it. I'm talking to you. You are not even listening to me. What do you listen with? Your ears or your eyes? Don't you see that giving you my ears? Hey people, look at him. I give him my ears and he wants my eyes too. Focus on what you want to share, my friend, not me. Oh yeah, sure. So, get settled. It's going to be a ride. The chair is not comfortable, Should I get popcorn too? That's no cinema. It is a personality development video, my brother. Sure, but you never know, I can make it more fun, interesting with popcorn. Anyway, I have proven it in my own life. We don't need to suffer. We can end it all. And the silly thing, it is so simple. I don't want you to avoid this advice any longer. Are you sure of that? Yes, of course. What these 2 simple ways of ending suffering will do for you, maybe it's just mumbo jumbo talk. How can you end suffering? It's just going to waste my time. Well, I know what's going on in your head now. You think it is just one of those mumbo jumbo promising everything but achieving nothing? Well, I'm not thinking of that, I think just it's interesting. Okay. Really great. I will say it again that yes, you have the power to end your suffering. But then I want you to do more than just watching this video. Please share it with at least one person. You can change somebody's life just like that, So here are the 2 simplest ways I find to end suffering forever. Way number 1, or tip number 1, find a way to help other people. You only suffer when you only focus your energy on you and your problem. Once you move from everything being all about you into being of service to others, you become a source of joy and relief, and that's infectious. How do you know that? How do you know that? My problems are well documented. I really don't want to go through them. I can leave a video link in the description below so you can check. But let me tell you this. The moment my suffering began, I don't know why, but I had that urge of helping others. my mind started looking at ways to serve other people. I helped friends with their business. I spoke at events to inspire people. I did some volunteering. I was helping young people in my area in Southwest London. Yeah, well, I start doubling down on my blogging and YouTube so I can inspire as many people as possible, millions of people. That's my aim. Why is that? Well, I realized that shifting the focus away from what was wrong and using my focus to give to others help end the suffering. When I'm occupied helping other people, there wasn't time for me to experience suffering because the purpose of my life during those months and years was far bigger than me and my stupid life challenges, to be honest. So, giving to others gave you a way to find purpose into your suffering and happiness. Otherwise probably I would have hidden away and suffered in silence, like many people who do that to cope. The truth is that you cannot inspire others or motivate someone without your motivation message affected you. Finding solution to others' problem gave me the way to put my career and relationship into perspective. Interesting. Giving to others is what you need when times get tough and things get complicated. Interesting. Yeah, you are suffering a lot because you get stuck in your head and you repeat the pattern telling yourself how horrible and unfair life is. And you say, why me? Why not? What? John Doe? John Doe? I don't know who's that. Suffering can make you depressed, feel lonely, become selfish, go into the downward spiral, and suffering can also take away everything that is good in your life. Finding a ways to give, on the other hand, can cure all those problems. That sounds cliche. I know it sounds cliche, but it surprised me how many people never use the strategy. Like I always say, the answer we seek are right in front of our nose. Next time you feel yourself suffering, get out of your head and try this strategy. Yes, I will. So the second way of ending suffering, forever, is to practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. What do you mean, practice gratitude? Write down 2 or 3 things you are grateful for every day. Even when I'm suffering. Yes, especially that is the moment. Okay, I need to get my head around that. You might not understand what suffering does to you. Let me give you a simple logic. Okay, go on. When you suffer from head, what do you do? Like headache. Yeah, you go to see a doctor. Great answer. Your doctor gives you paracetamol and you take it and you feel better, right? Yes, that's right. When you suffer or when the suffering is mental, like depression, what do you do? Well, logically, you go to see a counselor for therapy, right? Again, great answer. And you and your psychologist chit chat, and you came home feeling better, right? Well, that's the aim. What do you mean? That is the aim. It is the only aim. But you are asking me to write down things what I could lie to myself and pretend that I am grateful for something when I am not. That's a really silly idea, That's silly. Well, that's exactly what I did at the beginning. When I was suffering, I started writing down 2 things each day that I am grateful for. In the first week, I lied about things, I was grateful for, and found the exercise completely ridiculous. So you're a liar. It depends. What do you mean? What do you mean it depends? Don't play me for all. You're a liar. Not just as simple like that. The thing is that everyone was advising practice gratitude. So I have no other option than to persist with this ridiculous self-improvement app anyway. So you just follow what people are telling you. So what happened next day? I found as I keep doing it was that your brain makes a shift subconsciously. Your brain starts to work extra hard to find 2 things every day to be grateful for. Really? Yeah. To make this habit work even better, I forced my brain to describe in detail each thing that I was grateful for. And I daily, why? It just worked like that. Well, some days it sucked so bad that I thought I would never find even just 2 things or 1. But once the challenges become a must, I spend my days working my butt off trying to find things I was grateful for. How? Well, doing various activities during the days, I find moments when I was grateful for something and I stopped there. What? Would you just stop like that? Yes, I did stop and see how I felt at that moment, and I would have a mini kind of celebrations because I knew I had something for my day to be grateful for my list. Oh, sugar. Yeah, then I tried to aim for 16 each day instead of 3. And this shifted my focus even more. I should have been suffering, but because I was forcing myself to see the good things that were happening to me, I was distracted. All right, I see the point now. Great. This new habit seemed so dumb at the beginning. Once you really do it for a while, you see how this has the power to end suffering. You cannot be pissed off and be grateful at the same time, Your mind cannot focus on 2 things at the same time. That's right. So choose gratitude and then your suffering will be sidelined. And in my cases, forgetting about it. Great advice. Life doesn't need to be full of lowest points. Yeah, it's what I want you to do. The suffering that you experience, it's a choice. It probably, doesn't seem like that, but these 2 simple ways will demonstrate this to you. You might say, oh, no one chose suffering. It just happened to us. You might also say, what about the child? The suffering. I will let you figure out that one. Your decision-making power is incredible, and all you need to do is select one of these simple ways to end suffering. Don't let the quality of your life be guided by your default human mode to suffering. You will find these 2 life hacks will not only end your suffering, these 2 hacks will give you purpose. Yeah, what I have learned. Most people are pissed off and suffer because they have no purpose. And once you find a purpose for your life, you will become addicted to it. Now, that's a huge win. Don't you think so? You can end suffering and find purpose all by using these 2 simple ways. That's the best gift I can give it to you. Don't just watch this video advice. try these simple ways yourself. It is time to end suffering. And also, don't be greedy. Share with people. So it's about Buddha here with Black Carrefour again to help you with wisdom and strategy on life to tackle anxiety, depression, fear, generalized anxiety disorder, and many more. With video tips in how-to videos and many more ways. We have even blog. So if you are here new, consider subscribing. Press the like button and press the share button and leave a comment. What do you think? What are the 2 simple ways you use to end suffering? Share with the world. We want to inspire a million people. You get me? See you next time. Hey, and God bless you from us with love. Hey, it's finished. Is it recording? No, it stopped. Hi.